All right, today we're doing something a little different. We're going to tackle artificial intelligence, but we're going to use a blockbuster movie as our roadmap. It's a really fun way to see how big screen fiction connects to what's happening with tech in the real world.
You know, this quote right here, it really nails it. So much of what we think we know about AI, whether we're excited or maybe a little nervous about it, comes from stories, from fiction, long before we ever experience it ourselves. And that makes movies an incredibly powerful starting point for a real conversation.
So, why this movie? Well, we're going to use Steven Spielberg's Ready Player One as our lens today. And look, it's not about trying to predict the future or anything. It's about using a really great story to get our heads around some of the biggest ideas in AI right now.
So, picture this. The year is 2045. And honestly, reality is pretty bleak. We're talking about places called the stacks, which are literally just trailer homes piled on top of each other. So where does everyone go? They escape. And wow, what an escape it is. The Oasis. It's this huge, sprawling virtual universe where you can be anyone, do anything. It's not just for games either. People go to school there, they work there, they hang out. It's become this whole new world, so much so that a lot of people actually prefer being their digital selves.
Okay, so here's where things get interesting. The guy who created the Oasis, this genius named James Halliday, he dies, but he leaves behind one last game, a massive worldwide treasure hunt. And the prize? Well, it's his entire fortune and complete control over the Oasis itself. This sets up a huge showdown between everyday gamers, like our main character Wade Watts, and this giant, greedy corporation called IOI that just wants to turn the Oasis into one big ad-filled cash cow.
Okay, so a massive virtual treasure hunt. What does that have to do with AI? Well, it turns out this whole story gives us a perfect way to break down some really core AI concepts. We're going to borrow a framework here called the AI for Educators Roadmap. It gives us 4 key areas to look at, and believe it or not, we can apply every single one of them to what happens in the Oasis. So let's use these 4 domains as our guide.
All right, first up, AI literacy. In the movie, to even have a chance at winning, the players have to become total experts on Halliday's life. I'm talking his favorite movies, music, games, all his 80s pop culture obsessions. Why? Because that's the training data he used to build the game. It's a perfect metaphor for how any AI system is completely shaped by the data it's fed. Next, we've got AI ethics. And wow, the movie just lays this out perfectly. The whole story is basically one big ethical battle. Who should control this powerful technology? You've got the evil corporation, IOI, that wants to cram it with ads and make people pay for everything. And then you have our heroes fighting to keep it open and free, just like Halliday wanted. It's that classic debate. Do we build tech for profit or for people? Then there's AI fluency, and this is all about how well you can actually use the system, how you interact with it. Our heroes, the High Five, they are masters of this. Their success isn't just about being good at games. It's about navigating this complex digital world, collaborating with each other inside it, and figuring out who you can trust when everyone's hiding behind an avatar. And last but not least, AI development. This is so important. The Oasis isn't some neutral, objective place. No way. It is a direct reflection of its creator, James Halliday. His passions, his biases, even his regrets, they're all hard-coded into the world. It's a huge reminder that the people who design these systems, their choices, their values, have massive consequences for every single person who uses them. Okay, so now for the really fun part. Let's take a step back and separate the Hollywood magic from what's actually happening in the real world today. So in the movie, you have the Oasis, right? It's presented as this one single all-powerful AI system built by a lone genius. In reality, we are not there. We don't have a single self-aware AI like that. But, and this is a big but, we absolutely have powerful AI that's really good at specific jobs. Real-world AI is already being used to build the pieces of these virtual worlds. Things like creating super realistic video game characters or analyzing tons of user data. So, after all is said and done, after all the crazy car races and giant robot fights, what's the whole point of the quest? What's the real takeaway?
Well, it all boils down to this one final message from Halliday himself. After creating the ultimate digital escape hatch from reality, his last piece of wisdom is basically a warning. Don't escape too much. He's reminding everyone that no matter how amazing the virtual world is, it's not a replacement for the real thing.
And that, right there, is the heart of the movie. It's not some scary prediction about robots taking over. It's a reflection.
It's a story that reminds us that technology is this incredibly powerful tool, but it should never, ever become more important than real-world friendships, connections, and, actually living your life.
So in the end, the movie isn't really giving us a prediction. It's giving us a prompt, a question for all of us. As we're building these incredible new technologies, the story is asking us to stop and think about the kind of future, both online and off, that we're all choosing to build right now.